No, it's just awesome here. You know, we have these. It's hot, but you go under the oak tree. It's about 20 degrees cooler.
So who found this place, by the way?
My wife, Miranda, found it. We were in a kind of a hurry to find a place. We had this kind of screwed up situation about moving. We were going to do it, and then we weren't going to do it, and then we had to do it. And I was traveling, and Miranda was looking. You know, we found out on August 7th, or no, August 3rd, that we had to close on August 15th. So
it was a tight timeline on that one.
Yeah, it was really, really tight. So I was traveling. We've been looking at places on online.
Okay.
And places that we were looking at that I would consider were going to take more than what we were selling the nursery for, and that wasn't the plan. You know, the idea was to be able to buy a place without having a mortgage.
That's kind of cool. And this is like perfect because you have your house and then you have this whole nursery that's really right next door.
Right, it's completely separated. Unlike the other one where, you know, the house was like right in the middle of the nursery. The house is all separate by itself. You know, eventually it'll have its own gardens. I kind of did the garden in the front. The back garden is just completely a dirt mess.
It's a work in progress. I tell my wife, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
It's always a work in progress.
Yeah, all the stuff that used to be in the garage is under the patio cover there, which is falling down. So I need to get that taken care of soon, because my wife is getting mad about walking out of the back door and, you know, seeing these
stuff,
shelves
yeah.
full of stuff covered in tarps. But you know.
So what's the name? So this is, you kept the business name Kimura.
It's still Kimura Nursery, but basically, I mean, the official name, I guess, is Kimura Bonsai Nurseries Kashi No Ki-En, which is Garden of the Oaks.
And how do you get the Garden of the Oaks?
Well, we've got 3 massive oak trees on the property.
And they're huge. I walk around. They're huge.
The main one in the middle here is, I don't know, I'm guessing a couple 100 years old, and it's just, you know, massive. It like shades half the house, and there's another one down at the end that's almost as big, and this one on the other end, it's the smallest one, but it's the one with the most character.
That's not small, Bob.
Yeah, it's smaller than the other two. But it's got the most character. There's a lot of deadwood on it and stuff.
It's cool. I saw it. It's really cool.
It's kind of hollowed out in some spots, and you know, it's cool inspiration for bonsai.
So this is like bonsai garden version 2. What was the vision for this place, and then what was the execution?
Well, the other one was more of a bonsai nursery.
Okay.
You know, I mean, the front part was a little bit of a garden, and it was, you know, but it was basically a nursery.
Okay.
This is more of a garden. You know, I don't want it to be a nursery. The vision is kind of what you see for the most part. I'll probably do some more landscaping in the ground,
Okay.
you know, around the garden itself, some stuff under benches. You know, I've done a little bit, but time and money are 2 things that are easy to run out of, which, you know, I've done both a couple times. So, and then getting the time and the money together is always a good trick. So, but I'm happy with the progress we've made. I'm more than happy with the progress we've made. I mean, yeah, it's not quite a year, and you know,
from a blank slate, from like just a dirt lot to having, I don't know, you have a ton of bench space. It's amazing.
yeah, there's like,
Compared to that,
not counting the trees on the ground in nursery cans, I think there's 480 trees out there. Might give or take a few. You know, we've sold a few here and there.
that's still a lot.
So yeah, there's a lot, and you know, I mean, that's 400 something trees on benches.
That's a lot.
So,
So if you had to redo this again, if you had to move again, version 3, would you change anything in the gardens, like the
version
layout?
3, I'll be in my grave.
Oh jeez.
I'm serious. I'm not moving. You know, we moved the nursery after 30 years, almost 30 years.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that
27 years. It was a lot of stuff, a lot of junk, but a lot of stuff.
And it was a short timeline. You had 30 days
Yeah,
to move.
we had 2 weeks to close, and then an extra 30 days to actually be out of there. So, which was a drag because I didn't have enough time to do everything that needed to be done here.
Before the stuff came.
Before we had to move, and like first thing I do is build a bench, the fences, you know, because the trees needed the protection and the dog. So we built the fences first, and then I started to do stuff in the house because we still had a little bit of time there. But then when I had to move my trees over, there were no benches or anything.
Oh,
So the trees were all just sitting on pallets on the ground, and that was really depressing. Just seeing all my trees jammed together on pallets in the ground, no shade cloth, no nothing.
But that's pretty normal. If, you know, I moved, it was the same way. You know, there's no time. You're on the ground.
So that's all I could do. And then I had to move stuff to build benches. So like we were moving a bunch of trees, putting benches up, and then of course the trees we moved weren't the trees that belonged on those benches. So things took, you know, a lot more time than they should have had I been, you know, had more time to do it. And, you know, I didn't want to be doing floors and painting and tearing out walls in the house and living at the house same time.
Oh, yeah.
So we did the fence and the inside of the house. And my poor guys, you know, they're a landscape crew, not kitchen remodelers and, you know, floor installers. But, you know, they did it.
Yeah.
They, you know, we got it rocked. We got it done pretty good.
So what are the hours now? I mean, you're out. This is more appointment only then?
We're open to the public on Saturday and Monday.
Okay.
Without an appointment, you can just show up.
Okay.
But we're open pretty much any time by appointment. So, and I'm pretty flexible. So if you call me up and say, hey, I want to come out tomorrow at 1 o'clock, chances are we'll say yes.
Awesome.
Even sometimes if you call up in the morning and say, yeah, I want to come out today.
If you're available.
If I'm available, chances are I'll say yes.
Awesome.
The one thing though is we have satellite internet and cell service is
slow,
really bad. So sometimes the phone will ring and I won't know it, you know, unless I happen to be in the right spot out here. So be patient if I don't call you back right away. But yeah, basically Saturday and Monday we're open 9 to 5 or 9 to 3, and any other time by appointment.
All right. One great story about this new place. Memorable story. It could be good, could be bad, it'd be crazy.
Okay. Well, I mean, the most memorable one is losing the garage.
You can point. You can point out that direction.
Yeah, out there. There's a big empty space there. I don't know. You know, there's a kind of big empty just cement pad there. There used to be a garage there, and we built it. So it was a brand new garage. And 2 days before the garage disappeared, we had our grand opening on a Saturday. And I forget who I was talking to, but I was talking to somebody about all the work we had done around here. And I said, the only thing I really regret is getting the stupid metal garage. Because, you know, I bought the metal garage kit because it was, you know, inexpensive and big. Well, yeah, it was affordable and big enough, and, you know, I thought it would be easy. And it kind of leaked a little bit. It was loud. I wasn't really happy with it, but I wasn't going to change it. So I said, yeah, the only thing I'm not happy with is the garage. I wish I would have actually built a real one. And 2 days later, Mother Nature said, okay, wish granted. You know? And
back to square one now.
Yeah, there's a dry stream bed that runs through here and past me, uphill from me, that got dammed up. So it changed its course. And instead of going around the side of the garage, it went through the garage. So it took out the garage doors, knocked out the back wall and a side wall, left literally about 18 inches of mud on the bottom of the garage, swept away a whole pallet of akadama, just gone. I don't even know where it went. The other one hit the fence post, so it kind of stayed in place. But one, it's probably floating on its way to Japan now, somewhere.
Out in the Pacific Ocean somewhere.
So that was interesting. It really was an eye opener, though. I had no clue that there could be so much water
out here,
and you know, in this little dry gulch. It blew me away, and the power of it. I'm happy to be able to do the program because it just gives everybody here an opportunity to learn new techniques, meet new people, kind of see different ways of doing things.
It's eye-opening, and I really appreciate. I think everybody that's part of the California group here really appreciate you guys. Especially you bringing in, putting that effort in.
Well, I mean, it's the club, but you know, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad we get to do it.
And then one last thing. If you guys like the video, if you like Bob's story, he's available. He's out here. Come join him in this lovely Zen. You know, it's good meeting with nature. I mean, it's really kind of cool. If you haven't visited, come out here. Come out here.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. My goal for this place is it to be a bonsai garden and a destination and an education center.
Awesome.
So, you know, we have a bunch of visiting teachers coming in throughout the year. I do 4 classes a month here. Mike Roberts does a workshop and a class here every month. So, and then whenever we have a visiting artist, you know, we have them here doing workshops and stuff. So, it's a cool place to come visit. Maybe not quite so much in August when it's 100 and something degrees, but once the windows go back in, the air conditioner will be on. You hang out
inside
here,
it's different.
nice and cool. So,
thanks for your time, Bob. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.